Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here with the Fast Lane Truck, and look at what we got here. It's our brand new winch from SmittyBilt. It can handle 12,000 pounds. Now, it was installed over at John's 4x4 in Boulder, Colorado, and it comes to us via AutoAnything.com. Guess what we get to do with it today? We're going to do a little bit of winching and a little bit of a demo, and we're gonna have some fun. Now, there are a few things that you should know about the installation of the SmittyBilt winch, one of which is that the kit came from SmittyBilt to install it. However, you do have to get a separate mount, and that mount comes from ICI. And the way it works is awesome because you're able to mount this whole thing without any modification out here, which is terrific. And then when you look at the whole thing as a package, it really does look like it's factory fresh. All right, folks, we are on top of the trail right now. Now, this is an example. This is definitely not a real-world situation because the really cool Bronco we're using would never get stuck, not up here. But let's say it ran out of gas, and let's say you needed to use this SmittyBilt winch, which can handle up to 12,000 pounds. So, thank God Ross is here to take us through some of this, and we're going to figure out how to use this remote control and how to run the basic winch. All right, Ross, can you take us through this because I'm already lost. How do we turn this baby on?
Well, you've already got it on. We've got your remote in hand, and we're going to go ahead and just flip this lever over to free spool. Spin that 180 degrees for me, sir.
All right. Is it supposed to be this?
It's a little tight because we've got the line all
Oh, the line is all wrapped up tight. There we go.
There she is.
Okay.
And now I'm going to take some slack out. We're going to hook it up to the Bronco.
Nowadays, people are all going nylon, right? I mean, they used to go steel, and nylon is lighter, but people say that it doesn't really last very long and some other things like that, right? I mean,
here's the big two reasons for this. It's lightweight and it's safe. If you have a cable fail, this thing is not going to snap back and break through your windshield and hurt you like a steel cable would.
Yeah, I've heard of people losing limbs, right?
We've got our gloves on today just to protect our hands. If you're using a steel cable, mandatory that you've got a glove on it and you've got what they call a dead man, some sort of weight to drop the line if it were to fail.
Roman, that's not me being on the end of the line, by the way. Now, in this particular case, you have tow hooks, but in some cases, for some unusual reason, some people do 4x without them. I don't know why. So where else would you hook it up? Maybe the bumper or around the axle?
If you're out four-wheeling like this, come down to John's 4x4 or see us. We'll get some good recovery points.
Dude, right there.
You got to have something stout to hook to.
Absolutely.
I've seen a lot of damage happen by hooking it up to a bumper, for example. I would never do that on a vehicle like this. On occasion, if you really needed to, you could wrap it around the axle housing, as long as you're not stuck in the mud and you're going to bend that.
Well, what I've been told in the past is if you can get it from the back and if it does have a tow hitch, usually that's the most solid place you can actually pull it out from if you don't have to.
Yeah, a tow hitch would be great. Yeah.
And sometimes in order to get it back over to engage, you have to jimmy this a little bit, but there we go. So a little bit of a pull of that and just goes right in. So now we're engaged. And now we want to pull a little bit to take all the slack out, right? And I'm going to take the slack out, so... Nope. So maybe I hit mode. How's that?
That's great. I'm going to go ahead and go into neutral and release the brake.
Okay.
Pull me right up.
Sounds good. So in order to engage this, I had to hit the mode button. That turned it on, in, pulled it in. So far, it's simple enough for an ape like me to use. Easy peasy, no problem. I think that's pretty good right there. Now, I bet you're wondering what we would do in case the batteries run out. Well, plug this baby in. So, right there, plug it in. And then this line goes right over here, okay? And I'm just kind of blindly trying to put it in there. So imagine rain coming down and you're having a hard time. Actually, it was pretty easy. And now, I'm gonna hit the button, take it in the rest of the way.
Perfect.
Right about there?
One more tap. Beautiful.
Look at that. And it's just that simple, folks. The past few times I've winched, it's been in horrible, precarious situations, so this has been one of the most pleasing winching situations I've been involved with. Thank you very much for your help, Berta.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Want to give a special thank you to AutoAnything.com for helping us with Project Raptor. This winch is awesome. And I mean, look at the installation of it. It's just beautiful. Another special thank you to John's 4x4 in Boulder, Colorado, too. Don't forget to go to tfltruck.com for news, views, and real-world reviews.